Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on a new model. It is the A6M Zero Fighter from Agora Models. I've been waiting for this to come for a while. So this is pack one, part of pack one, the first stage, which is the prop, putting the prop together. And it's almost like the prop from the, I don't know why I want to call it the Bismarck. It was not the Bismarck. The yeah, what's the other plane called? Brain fart here. It's the Pitfire. So let's see. So these parts here are to put the props on, so that you can actually get them on there right. This is the base, which is metal. The props themselves are metal. The nose cone is also metal. We also got this little part here. This is plastic. Yeah, I think this is plastic. This little part here is also plastic. You got more of the for placing the prop on. That's plastic. This is also plastic. This is more of the prop base. Then you got the little gear-like item thing to turn the props. Screwdriver. It's actually a small head on there. I'm going to keep it. I usually keep all the screwdrivers I get. And then you get a pack of screws. Okay. So the first thing to do is to take and separate these. I'm going to also put this in the middle to help. But then you take the props, line them up in here, and I'm just going to line them up already in the main bottom part of the shaft. I'm going to take another prop and do the same. Well, actually, yeah, because they don't have the gear yet. Alright, yeah, so the gear looks like it goes in the other part. This one you just set them in here. Oh, by the way, the instructions for this is online. You don't get a book for it. Just fun with me. Okay. So got these separated, and on the bottom part of the base is like it's supposed to, maybe? There we go. I just didn't want to set right. Alright. So the next part they want is this part here. Oh, I see. You didn't put that on there first. This part goes on the bottom of that base. Or not. Okay, so they got this one on the bottom of the base. That makes it easier. There we go. That makes it easier. Now, this little gear here is a crown. Actually fits on this part. I have no idea how. I'm just gonna try to place it on here first. I'm gonna put this on top. Hmm. Let me read this. Oh, okay. So this part here, they want this glued into the bottom base first. So let me get some glue out here. So I'm just going to dip it into those three holes here that has pegs. Of course, I'm using the wrong part again. There we go. That one's in there. I'll just see something because it shows that this is supposed to go in here. Put these back on. Now fit part 9 into the part already assembled. In picture, install part 9, ensuring that the teeth facing up do not glue. Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to do this all at one time. Or am I doing this? Ah, that goes in there. Oh, I tell you. Wonder that didn't look right. Okay, let's try this. What is this? The 20th time? Now I can put this on top. That's better. Alright, so it wants to be screwed in there. Let's take a look here. So there is a couple different screws. So there are two types of screws. There's these here, these are 12s, and then there's these here, which are number 11. And what it wants in there is a number 11. So it's one of these here. Alright, so let's see here. So, like the Spitfire, you should be able to turn these and change the prop, which way the prop goes. So, it looks like you can. Alright, so let's remove these blocks. Well, until I'm done with the prop, I'll leave them on. It'll just help me make sure I'm lining things up. Alright, so now we do want, apply a small amount of super glue to the 3 pins. So we want this part here. And this piece will go in here, like this. And there are 3 pins that's on here that goes in the 3 holes that are on the prop part here. I'm just gonna dip some super glue into these holes. Well, and then I want this little cap part that goes right on top of here. Just test fit it there. It says use glue. I don't think you really need it. Nah, I don't think I'm going to use super glue. That thing's on there tight enough. So I'm just going to leave it there. So the last thing I'm thinking this part is to take the nose cone, or just metal, stick it all the way on here. Then you flip it over. You put 3 screws, the other screws that came in this kit, into the holes here. I'll tighten them up here in just a minute, so I'll get these in. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten these up now. There we go. So that is the prop done and the end of that stage. Now the second stage, we're going to start building the motor. So let me get those parts up here. I want. Okay, this here. There are some parts that don't get used right away. Like this part, this part doesn't get used, not for a while. All right, so here we go. So first thing we want is to put the motor, or the cylinders, I believe it is, together. These are plastic, but they're like a heavy duty plastic. And all you gotta do is just take and push them together. Does it actually say to put glue on these? Yeah, it does. It actually does say apply a little bit of super glue. So let's see if I can get this thing apart. You wouldn't think that this thing is like it's loose, but yeah. Come on, come off of there, so I can glue you. There we go. So again, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and just stick it into these holes and place them together. These are, I believe, these are considered as numbers. This is a D. You do have to be careful with that. You want to make sure you get the right ones, because I think there's D's and C's. And then the next part is like A's and B's, I believe. They're all listed to, right now, the ones we are building are the D's. There we go, just like that. Next is a very special way of putting these on. These parts here. There's two parts that go different directions. There's similar parts, but be careful not to make a mistake. Make sure that the holes on the side faces outwards. So you want to take a motor like this, these parts here facing up. Take one of these parts here. This one's is part 6, it's a little bit small. This will go like right onto, yeah, wrong. This is 5, because there's a little hole right there that you want facing outwards. So this one will actually go on this side. So these are 5s. That goes here. 6s go on the other side. glue here. Other one. Stick it like that. I just think we have to do this a few more times. Okay, last one for D. Come on, my last one. There we go. Alright, there's those three. Now, you take this, and inside, there's, starting down, okay, let's put this in. So down here, this is a D, a C, a D, a C, another C, a D, and a C. So we are going to place these, I believe it's this way up, where the D's are. So they're basically going to sit like this. And no, they're not going to sit perfect on here because the way they are. And we have to continue this. Let's see. This one here. Look here. Okay, so that's a D here, a D here, and a D here. So I'm going to very carefully slide that over, because that is actually end for this stage, for stage 2. And then stage 3, we are going to actually kind of repeat ourselves. Wrong one. This one here. So again, this part we do not need. This part we'll need later on. We're just basically putting the two parts together. I'm not sure about this part, but I think this is, I'm not sure about that. I think this part, yeah, we will. But the parts we really need are the C motors parts, which is just going to be 2 of them on this one. again. I'm going to take some super glue. Put them together. And once again, these pieces here. And again, you want to make sure that these little parts here, like a little hole here, that is facing outward of the engine. So this one will go on this end here, like that. Oh, come on. Okay. So this completes the two motors. Now we bring back this and we place two motors. One goes here. We'll go there. The other one will go here. So we can put that back to the side, because we'll need that in the next stage again when we finish up the motor. Next we need to bring this part over. And this part. This, I believe, gets glued in. Okay. Yeah, this gets glued in. In here. So let's put some super glue. To these two holes here. And take push it in. There we go. Just like that. And then the other half that came in the last stage are just magnetized together like this. It's pretty cool. And I think that is the end of the stage. So I'll put that over to the side again. Now stage 4, we're going to continue with the engine, the motor. And again, there are parts in here that we do not need right away. So This piece we won't need right now. We gotta put that safely somewhere. We do have some screws that we're going to need to. I don't think it's just one type that we're going to put the engine actually together. Then you got the top of the engine block. You got these pipes that I'm just going to leave in the plastic thing. And then, of course, you got your final engine parts for this part. Believe it or not, you get to create another one for later. These are also C's, the engine parts. So let's put the hats again together. There we go. A little more super glue. There we go. And then once again, put these little tops on. Almost time for the fun part. I'm going to bring this back over. See if I can't get these back in the holes. Well, anyways, they'll go in their holes here in a minute. But there's that. And next, we're going to take this top here. We are going to line it up. Try to line it up. All right. Alright, just pick it up this way. These can stay in. Put the top on. Open up the screws. And place the first one in. Alright. I want to set this down so I can get the second screw in. Ah, there we go. Let's make sure these are as tight as I can get them. That one is. There we go. So that is your first engine block, I guess you call it, finished. So that is actually the end of that this stage. Stage 5, we're going to continue a little bit more on the motor. Get to stage 5 is here. All right, so this over to the side. Can't really. No, this one here it has A's and the A and B part of the engine block. This one we're putting together is A, 2 of the A's. We'll be doing the other, I think, other parts on the stage are in pack 2, I believe. Don't know, haven't gotten that far. And Alright, and instead of separating them like we did in the last couple of issues, they just threw all of those little parts into a little baggie. Let's put these on. Okay, and then the other part of the engine. Oh, come on. Get on there, stand there. Alright. So technically, these are what, A's? So technically, again, they fit in here. But since the other 2 A's and 3 B's won't be until the next, probably sometime in the next stage, I want to say. They're just going to end up falling out. But this is basically what it looks like. So I'm going to put that to a side. Yeah. Next, we're going to be doing some what are they called? Come on. Some oil lines. We're going to be putting them onto this one. I think it's on this side. So these are the things that we put on. It's going to be facing down because each of those oil pipes, are going to go one each going to go into these 2 holes here. So let me actually get a couple off here. I believe you have one or two left over. But I'm not going to throw those away just in case we're supposed to keep them for, the next time we do one of the engines. So let's take an oil pipe, stick it on here. Alright, so I'm going to continue to put these on and not bore you of putting them all on at one time. And I will be back once I get them all in. Alright, so got all those pipelines put in here, or the oil lines, I mean. And it actually, that will be the end of the pack. And the end of the stage and end of the pack. Actually looks really cool. So, not bad on what we actually started off with. All these beautiful parts here. Then we got some parts that we aren't going to use anytime soon. And then of course you got this part. So yeah, that is it for stage one. If you like this stage or this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I'm going to keep saying this. It's free to subscribe. It's not like you're going to have to pay for anything. Just to let you know that there's a new video that comes up. That's not what we actually wanted to put. So I will see you guys in the next issue, well, our next pack, which I'm not sure, probably be May sometime when I get it. So see you guys all later. Bye.